So today I want to show you how I did my fishnet stockings, which goes with my fishnet gloves I did last year. I did these for Halloween and I thought I would show you a video of how I did them. I'm doing with the open heel because it goes with my shoes, so that's how I'm doing them. I will show you from start to finish in this tutorial exactly how to do it all the way, but if you prefer a written pattern, I will of course leave a link for that in the description below so you can follow a written pattern instead. So let's begin. First, a little about the materials. For the yarn, I've used it 100% cotton yarn, and this is mercerized. I found out that I really like this mercerized look because it's a bit shiny, and I like that on my stockings. I am so sorry for the black color, but it couldn't be any other way. These have to be black. So you aren't able to see anything, but I'm showing you as clear as I possibly can. So hopefully you will get something out of this tutorial. I will try to explain it as clear as I can, or else you can find it in the written pattern below. And of course I will leave a link for the yarn below if you can't find this on yourself. I have used a 3mm crochet hook, some scissors, a tapestry needle and some elastic string. So today we are working in black yarn, and I usually don't work in black yarn because it's impossible to see on the video, but I will try as good as I can to show you every step of the way. Or else just follow my voice and I will try to explain what to do. We start with a magic ring. If you don't know how to make a magic ring, there are plenty of alternatives out there. But a magic ring and then 9 single crochet into the ring. So just keep single crocheting until you have 9 single crochet. And then pull it together when you have 9. That's it. So we will be working in spirals. So you will, in the first stitch over here, work a single crochet. So we won't be finishing the round and begin a new one. We will just be working in spirals through the whole pattern. So insert the hook in the first stitch you did and single crochet, and then work another single crochet in the same stitch. So you are doing an increase. 2 single crochet in the same stitch is an increase. I will insert a stitch marker in the first stitch of the round because we are working in spirals, so it isn't that easy to see when the rows begin and end, and you aren't able to see anything at all. I know. So do 2 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. Just 1 single crochet, then insert the hook in the same stitch again and work another single crochet all the way to the stitch marker. When you're all the way around and you make it to the stitch marker, you did 2 single crochet in each stitch, and that will make it 18 stitches. So now you have 18 single crochet in the round. Now take out the stitch marker, and in this stitch where the stitch marker was, you will now do 2 single crochet. So we begin with 1 increase in the first stitch, 2 single crochet in the same stitch. And I will again insert the stitch marker in the first stitch I did, so the first stitch of the 2. And we began with an increase. Now in the next stitch we will only work 1 single crochet. So insert the hook in the next stitch and work 1 single crochet. Then in the next stitch you will work an increase. So 2 single crochet in the same stitch. And then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. So for this entire round you'll work 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochet, then 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochet. So switch between an increase and a regular single crochet all the way until the stitch marker again. And when you're all the way around, you now have 27 stitches in the round. Now for the next round, you take out the stitch marker and work 1 single crochet in the next stitch or in the first stitch, Then you will insert the stitch marker again. And then for this round, you'll just work one single crochet in each stitch. So just one single crochet in each stitch. And that was round 3. Now we begin round 4. So peel out the stitch marker and then begin with an increase. So 2 single crochet in the same stitch. And then insert the stitch marker in the first stitch. And then work 1 single crochet in the next. And 1 single crochet in the next. And then 2 single crochet in the next. So an increase in the next stitch. And then in the next 2 stitches, you work 1 single crochet in each stitch. And then an increase in the next stitch. So 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Continue like this all the way around. And after that round, you will now work 2 rounds of just 1 single crochet in each stitch. If you count your stitches, you now have 36 stitches in the round. And the next 2 rounds... Oh, I forgot the stitch marker. Very important. For the next 2 rounds, you'll just do 1 single crochet in each stitch. 1 single crochet and then to the stitch marker, and then 1 single crochet in each stitch again. So the next 2 rounds will be 1 single crochet in each stitch. After these 2 rounds, we see it begins to curve a bit, so it's a bit like a little cup. We will now do one final round of increases. So in the first stitch, we will do an increase, the 2 single crochet in the same stitch, and then insert the stitch marker so you don't have to sit and count all the time. And then you'll do in the next 3 stitches 1 single crochet in each stitch. So 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and 1 single crochet. Whoops. And then an increase in the next stitch. So 2 single crochet in the same stitch. And after this, you'll work 1 single crochet in the next 3, then an increase, then 1 single crochet in the next 3, and so on until you are back at the stitch marker. And then we will begin the mesh stitch after that. So now we have 45 stitches in the round. We can now throw away this one. This one we won't be needing anymore. We will now begin the mesh stitch. So the stitch with all the gaps in it, and it will be much more clear to see now. Now you chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you skip 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in the 5th stitch, you'll work a single crochet. And repeat. Chain 5, 3, 4, 5. Skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And do a single crochet in the 5th. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And a single crochet in the 5th. So repeat this all the way around. So now you have all these little gaps all the way around. These are the new stitches. So from now on, we will just be working into these gaps as stitches. So you'll continue the same way by doing 5 chains. That's 3, 4, 5. And then you will insert the hook in the first of the gaps and do your single crochet. So just take your hook and insert in this huge gap and work a single crochet into this. And then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then find your next gap and work a single crochet into this. Then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Find your next gap, work a single crochet into the gap, and continue this all the way around. And you will actually just continue this in spirals around and around. So you see all the gaps. They are very clear where to put in your hook. And you'll just continue in spirals. So you see here, where you finished your round and began the new one, you will just continue in these gaps in spirals, so it's very clear to see where to go. You'll just continue past this and work into these gaps. So just work in spirals for 13 rounds with these gaps. This first one down here, that was the first round, and this is your second round. You will work 13 rounds in total before we make it to the heel on the foot. So after the 13 rounds, we now chain 30, because now we want to make a gap for the heel. So chain 30. 1, 2, and 30. So now you have a long thread of chains. Now you find your edge of your little stocking, and you have your chains coming out here, and then you count 2 gaps. So this one and this one. You skip those 2, and then in the third gap over here, you now single crochet. So skip the next 2 gaps right here and insert the hook in the third one and single crochet to pin down all your 30 chains. So now this is the gap for the heel. Now you want to continue all the way around. So just chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then single crochet in the next gap over here. And then again chain 5, 3, 4, 5, and then a single crochet in the next gap. Continue until you make it to all your 30 chains. So now I made it all the way around. I did chains all the way around, and I now have this great big gap. Now I did a single crochet into this last gap right here, and I now chain 5 to make the next gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I want to count 5 stitches. So I have 2 left on this in this gap right here, and then I will count 3 stitches out on this big chain. So I count 5 stitches, and then I insert the hook, and then a single crochet, and then we created the next gap right here. Now you chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then I count 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in the 5th chain right here I will make a single crochet. You see, we are creating new gaps. Then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then count 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Insert the hook, single crochet, and you see the foot. This is where the heel is supposed to be, and we will now be working our way up along the leg. So just continue like this all the way over here. Just continue, chain 5, skip 5, and then single crochet. When we're at the end of this chain thing, we will now begin the regular in the regular gaps around here. So you have the final couple of stitches, and you'll chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you just insert the hook in the first gap you made on the foot. So we now have looking like this. You have the heel right here, and you will now continue working around in spirals in these gaps up here all the way around. So now you'll just be working around and around in spirals until you like the length of your stocking. Mine will go just above the knee, but you can do it lower, or you can do it all the way to the thigh. That's totally up to you. You just continue until you like the length. So I did 53 rounds, and that goes just above my knee. You can do as far as you like. I did just above the knee. That's alright for me. So now I will finish it, and I will just do 2 chains, 1, 2, and then I will do 2 slip stitches in this next gap. No, 2 slip stitches. So 1, 2, just 2, stop, and then cut the yarn, then pull this one through, and then of course weave in this end in these stitches. Some have problems keeping them up. You solve that by using some elastic string. Just take this, some of this, and thread it on your tapestry needle, and then just put around. So you will just sew it into these all the way around. And at the end you just tie a knot, but make sure it isn't too tight. So pull it just a bit and then tie your knot. Make sure to tie a few knots so it won't get up. And then you cut the excess string. And of course weave in this one, and then you have your stocking. And that's it. Then you make another one, so you have one for each leg, and that's it. So I hope you found this tutorial easy to follow. If you did, please press thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!